Good morning and happy Wednesday to you all. Putting together this video as a watch list video here for the pre-market session so that you guys have some watches here for the market today. Going to start, and let's check out the news first. That's the first thing I like to do is look at the economic calendar. What have we had here in the pre-market session, and then where can we expect to go? Rather big news out here on CPI. We come in as expected. The market is rallying a decent amount here off of this. As for after that today, this might bring a little bit of volatility. Yes, it's red folder, but that's the Canadian market. It will bring a little bit of volatility, nothing that I'm expecting to be too much. And then tomorrow we have another slew of inflation data with PPI. So definitely something to keep on watch. We are moving a little bit here in the pre-market session. And when you take a look at the NASDAQ here, from the daily chart is, yes, we're pulling back. Now this inflation data has us pushing up a decent amount higher. So we're getting a daily chart with a 2-bar pullback here. Longs are very valid over this 21,561.50 area and over the opening print, looking for then trends up into 21,619.75 and then 21,669.25. So that is going to be the main watch here. And when you look at this from a weekly chart perspective, not the best in terms of being this wide bar here that could just trigger us into a 3-bar play for a move next week. But we can see a rally back up into this 21,619.75 and still be very valid. So nice pullback here. Yes, you could argue that the hourly has shifted, but if we can hold and get some strength and rally today, then this shift is just a short-term pullback in the overall macro uptrend. And then when you go into the RTY, what's notable here is if you look at this one from a perspective of the daily chart, is we're finally breaking over this high. So we get this attempted break here, then all of a sudden we break down a support, trap these shorts, and now we're trying to rally. So any hold of 2404.5 puts us on the table for 2436.30s today, and that is what I'm watching. If we can hold 2404.50 and open above and hold that, then room up here. Now, if we do something that looks like this, where we open above and all of a sudden we're just trading below the open, well, then that's going to be a failed break of this, and then we can trend down into 2343.80. So definitely something to keep on watch here today. And then a few individual names. First one going to be NVIDIA. And I really like the fact that we're breaking down, but now we're trying to put in a higher low here off of this. So if we go into the 5-minute, now all of a sudden, yes, you can make the claim that we're rejected, but now we're trying to put in a higher low here off of here and rally in the pre-market session and gap up roughly like 1.5%. So if we can get anything back through open off of 136.41, that can start to trend. That is going to be my main watch up into this 140 area. So on NVIDIA, you can see we spiked up, we rejected this 20 moving average on the hourly, and all of a sudden we just slammed lower under 140. The entire sector did this. SMH yesterday got hammered to the downside, and NVIDIA did as well. So this gap up, if we hold 136.41, puts us then on the table for this 140 move above today. And when you look at this from the weekly chart is still valid. If this is going to be a failed sell that can rally to the upside similar to what this looked like, we could easily rally up into this 140 area here above. So keeping that on watch here today. Tesla, this one's my favorite. The premiums are going to be absolutely through the roof. I know of that because if you look at the IV, they're already super inflated. For me, over 409.20, this gets really interesting. So you get this data spike, which is what the market did, the data spike. If we can wash out 409.20 and get some sort of hold in high volume here on this washout that quickly reclaims, that is a good enough entry criteria to take this for this trending momentum long on this breakout here. Now, that would be target one, which isn't that far away. For me, I'm shooting more for like a 425, 420, 425 zone because that is going to be a psych region above. That offers much better risk to reward. And if this breakout is holding, it should follow through. So watching 409.20 either back through open or starting to trend for higher low entries, that is going to be the watch here today on this one. Meta, a nice move here. We put in the hourly higher low. We have a weekly 3-bar play. Not the best for follow through today. However, I like this failed breakdown into this inside bar here that if in a big if, we can get over 625.75, that's when we can really get off to the races and this thing can start trending. So for me, a back through open at 623.17, ideally 625.75. Either of these two are valid to take this up for that 630 breakout today. And then Google, this one has been moving a lot off the quantum chip news. And any hold of 184.39, I think we can see a strong daily bar that comes and takes out these pre-market highs right here into that 188.20 area. So back through open at either of these or a higher low structure off of these two levels right here puts us on the table for 188.20 and above that up into that 190 area. I hope this video helps, guys. If you found any value out of this, if you could please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And feel free to check out our channel for more content. Thank you.